it. Top 5 days in sports in honor of opening day in the MLB last week. I believe we both have an honorable mention. We're going to go 5-1 as always with our last top fives. Aaron, would you like to go first on this one?
I'll cede the floor to you.
That's cool. Honorable mention for me, and this actually was going to make the list until I remembered. Oh crap! I forgot the other thing. So this was at number 5 until about 3 hours ago. But my honorable mention is college football New Year's Day. There's like 6 games or something like that, and like 2 of them are or something like that. It's just a great day in college football.
Okay.
But still, I mean, I couldn't put that in like the top 5 because number 5. I know it's like the opening day, but how many people care about it is incredible. The NFL draft. Number 5 for me. It's NFL has another day on this, which is obvious to everyone. But I had to put the NFL draft in there because it's pretty big. Everyone talks about football, and that's a big day. Number 4, opening day in baseball. Now, some of these things I had to kind of like think about how much fans actually cared. Because I know my personal preference, I want to put some more up top, but I couldn't. So number 4 is opening day.
No, you can't pander to the fans. These are your top 5 days in sports.
It is true, but I also just feel like, I also kind of have, I'm on the fence, like, I love them, and also fans love them too. I'm kind of like in the middle when I do these. Number 3, the Daytona 500. Nothing brings together a bunch of people who don't like racing like the Daytona 500. It's really incredible. It doesn't get a lot of media coverage sometimes, but it just sticks around for no reason at all. And like I said, NASCAR is growing again, so that's pretty cool. I think NASCAR does a good job with that. Number 2, NBA on Christmas. From the commercials to the ESPN, ABC coverage all day long to the great game matchups they put in play. NBA on Christmas. And number 1, what do you think it was going to be? The Super Bowl! Super Bowl Sunday.
Yeah, no, I got that when you said the Super Bowl.
Right.
Yeah. All right, I like the list. I don't hate it. We have one similarity, and I think you probably know what it is. But
right.
All right, so my honorable mention here, I kind of went off the grid here. My honorable mention for me is your fantasy football draft day, whatever day that is, when you're drafting your fantasy football team. Fantasy football is the draft is the best part of the season every time. I literally I've drafted teams and then forgot about them. So
yes.
the draft is the best part of fantasy football season. Number 5 for me is college football's rivalry weekends. I love it when Florida and Florida State get together. UCF, USF. You get all these guys. A lot of these teams. Texas Tech. There's so many great rivalries in college football that still have that pulse to them. I don't know what's going to happen with college football, but we'll see. We'll see what that happens down the road. Now, this one, I decided to lump it. It's technically a 48-hour event, but if you go on a complete bender and stay up through that day, it becomes one day, and that's March Madness, the Thursday and Friday games.
Okay, I like that you do that. That's
the
good.
Opening round. So, like I said, you start on Thursday and you go on a 2-day bender. It really just morphs into one day. You never go to sleep. So, March Madness opening round, albeit over 2 days. Number 3, yes, the final round of the Masters made my list. And number 3, just watching, and Cam Smith basically gave it to us. Watching to see Jordan Spieth, Tiger Woods, Cam Smith, the list goes on. See if any of these guys really fall apart on the back nine, just like Cam Smith did on Sunday. Ooh. It's amazing how this 147-yard par 3 is just so detrimental to some of these guys. But a lot of it's not even the hole; it's just the nerves. Mm-hmm. So, final round of the Masters for me made number 3. Number 2 is not a specific day, but it is just any day that there's a Game 7.
I like that Game 7 day. Good.
Any day there's a Game 7. In basketball, hockey, and baseball is a great sports day for me because I love win or go home. It's just the greatest. And then, of course, the ultimate Game 7 at number 1 is Super Bowl Sunday. You get one game, the ball's got to bounce right your way, and Super Bowl Sunday is my number one top 5 day in sports.
Love it. I'm not going to put this on the list, but I have a second honorable mention that I was kind of thinking about. Final Four day is pretty good. I'm gonna tell you why. I feel like more people care about those two semifinals than they do the national championship for some reason. It just feels like Final Four because there's two big games back to back.
Two big games,
It just
especially
feels
this
like
year.
I feel like there was more people that cared about that than Kansas beating North Carolina, which is a great game. But it's weird how Final Four is just different. Just the name, I don't know.
I'll say this is two. You're right. Two things with that. One, you get two great games for the chance to meet for that game, for that
Yes.
national title game. Two, the national title game's on a Monday night at 9 p.m. Eastern time. Why?
Yes.
Stop. Make it that next day. Make it Sunday, or let them wait a week. I don't know. It's the weirdest thing. You're putting a national championship game on a Monday night. It's. I don't understand it. I never will.
That's a great point.
So that might be why the Final Four matchup is way better than national championship. I will give you one that I thought about, and that's sports equinoxes. I don't know if you're familiar with that term.
Yes, when all of them play on one day.
But a sports equinox is where the major four sports all have games on a day.
Yes.
And it doesn't happen often, but when it does, those are always good days as well.
Of course.